Three, two, one. We're live. It's Michael. It's Scrum time. Yeah. So, Michael, I've been working on the Karma system, controversially, and we worked out that we could, with a relatively straightforward change, we could adjust the Karma to include both GitHub contributions and also participating in starting a Hangout that had at least one other person in it. And those seemed like such lovely things to immediately include. We slapped them in there. Raul's merged that to develop, and we then spent some time working on improving the look, or like the addition of Karma to the where is it? Yeah, the addition of the Karma to the system was kind of causing some overflow in cases where people had titles and locations and so on. So we've adjusted that, and it was a bit of a lesson in the. Yes, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it was a bit of a lesson in how the different media styles, or the different CSS are all hooked up to each other.
Looks okay on iPhone.
Yeah.
iPad.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like we've got the tooltip makes sense for the
Okay.
name. The name is truncated. Yeah.
iPad looks okay too. Let me see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks presentable.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's. I mean, I could, depending upon where Raul's up to, I could now say, let's get this to go out at the same time, because
should go out at the same time.
Yeah. I'll just double check with Raul about that.
So I guess the other thing to work on is to prompt people look up their stuff and explain that they get karma for it, or what are we going to call it?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it's sort of. I guess I'm coming down the side of calling it karma, and I guess if that gets a negative response, like it feels a bit weird to call it just reputation. That seems a bit vanilla, and that's what Stack Overflow has. I mean, obviously it's our first Premium Plus member is an important person whose opinion is important to us. At the same time, we should maybe get feedback from multiple users.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it would seem to me that the thing to do,
the concept of karma, I guess, fits with the coding for good.
Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly what Thomas was saying. And Raul saying he's already got a aha. Then
has a certain.
Let's get this next
sound.
Yeah, so Raul has he's already got it in production.
I mean, it's basically a Hindu and Buddhist concept.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I like the concept, and it connects to the coding for good. It's the on Stack Overflow you're getting reputation for helping. I mean, on Stack Overflow you're helping other people answering questions. Yeah,
right, but it's not necessarily charitable per se.
No, I mean you maybe
Ventures is more of a charitable.
Right, it's sort of explicitly for that. So Raul is saying that the thing is already on production, and so there we go. Look, we've got that version there. Okay, so what I should do in order to immediately fix that is I should go on production and I should run update all the users, shouldn't I?
He pushed the
previous version.
Do we want to rush out the new version? Or?
Yeah, I'm coordinating with him and he's doing it. He's on it, assuming that will. Yeah. But what I want to do quickly, I want to quickly go into Heroku, run Rails console -r production. What I was going to say is, independently of what we call it, I think that the key thing is to basically lay out on here for the activity, the different things that we're giving it for, right?
Yeah. Right.
That's the key thing. So here I should do user all.each.
Like under their activity, it would say 200 points from GitHub contributions.
Right. We sort of show the way that the sum is added up. I mean, the
50 points for having GitHub
right
activated, 50 points for having website 1.
Yeah.
Or G+.
Right. I wonder if I will just see if I just do save here. Maybe it will just not do anything. I presume that's not going to have any.
You realize that's a complicated thing.
What's the complicated thing?
Like indicating to users how certain mechanics work.
Oh yeah, totally.
Is like a UI issue.
Oh yeah.
Especially in like strategy games and stuff. And it's like a
No, absolutely. Well, and then it's the clear. Oh, has it not gone? Has the pull request not gone through? Oh, weird. I did a pull request. What? I was doing a pull request. What's going on? I did a pull request. Be develop. 1-to-1-to-1. What's going on? I just did this. Okay. Fix layout.
You need to get that fixed out because it looks kind of stupid right now.
I know. Associated with more text for users in lists and list view. Fixes 1, 2, 1.
I can show Marion where she ranks on the karmic scale.
Yeah. It says a pull request already exists for. Why does it not exist in the? I mean, according to this, there's a pull request. We've got one open that says upgrades break. Weird. Yeah, GitHub brownout. Okay, that's weird. That's annoying.
There's actually a lot of people online. Really?
Well, the online may have been changed by me just saving them.
Really?
Well, or I think that maybe just that's people who are signed into the site, and they didn't sign out, and just, it's not necessarily a reflection of
who's really there.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Right. So it does look ugly. That's really annoying. I mean, GitHub status. It looks like there's a Git. They've got a spike on.
You changed the logic so that it shows their status even if they're not logged in. Because I'm seeing people that aren't
Yeah,
logged, their statuses are showing.
yeah, me too.
So you probably want to fix that.
Well, I do, but GitHub seems to be having trouble. Like, according to Raul got the notification, and you can read what we're discussing in the website one channel.
What's going on?
Like, there was a notification of the pull request and the build passed, but it's like a 404. So I think GitHub is having a bad day. That's frustrating. Anyway, at least we've got I mean, the sequencing in here looks kind of cool.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate timing for GitHub to like stop processing our pull requests. I don't know if it will. There's some way to. It's like it exists.
I don't see the pull request anymore.
No, I mean, there's a link to it. I mean, it gives us 404. We had this one time before with GitHub. I mean, the GitHub status shows it's spiking. They're having a network issue.
What was the actual pull request number?
1222.
1222. On. Well, we could roll back the change.
Uh-huh.
All systems operational.
No, it says green. But look at the stats. Oops. I mean, the other thing to do would be to, what have we got? I mean, basically, we've got a branch. So, I mean, I could create a new pull request based on that branch. I mean, it may still, which was it? 112. It may not allow me to create it, but we can try in the fix user list overflow issues fixes 1211. Pull request creation failed. A pull request already exists for Agile Ventures 1121 fix overflow. So I guess that the other thing to do would be to sort of create git checkout -b 1221 fix overflow no really, and then push origin 1221 fix overflow no really. And then take it from, gonna have to, can I go back to this page, compare, no, example comparisons, this one. Okay. Oh, go on, you son of a gun. Yeah, okay, I'm comparing changes. I want like a pull request.
But it's showing up now.
Oh, is it?
Gone. Never mind. It's like showing up in the list view, but it's not really there.
It's not there. Well, I think that they're gradually, and it's disappeared again. Well, I guess that's my, yeah. It's there now. It's there now. Yeah, okay. I'm going to merge it while it's still there. Unless, well, I'm just going to do it. Okay. But it seems like actually, oh crap, it only had one commit. Oh, for crying out loud.
What?
It only had your Pong commit, and it didn't have my commit. Oh, for Jesus Christ. Oh God.
Because you never pushed to it.
I did push to it, but it hadn't, like, I think the GitHub is gradually reconstructing
Okay.
the elements of the different things.
Like they had some issue and now they're trying to recover.
Yeah, they recover it. But what I should have done is I should have noticed
Which is what you have there.
Well, I've got this other branch that it's on, and
Push
I guess
that.
yeah, it's up. What I'm trying to do is have it let me, at the moment, it won't let me select. I mean, I pushed the new branch up.
I can't see anything, so.
Well, you can see here. Yeah, I mean, I'm working on multiple screens here. It's let me looking at the branch. What it's not letting me do.
So open a pull request.
Well, what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, good grief. Is like I'm in the. Let's go back to pull requests. New pull requests. Let's do it through here. Oh, what? No, that'd be my browser. What? Okay, so maybe I'll check out 1221 fix overflow, git push origin 1221 fix overflow.
Everything up to date. Wow.
I mean, Raoul is, yeah.
So it's saying it's up to date.
Something was weird. Okay. Okay. Okay, so see what the thing is here, it's not showing me that branch in this list. So it's not letting me create and it says compare and review there. So I can see that branch, but then there's no button here to allow me to create a pull request. I mean, I could try to pull request from here. Oh. Okay.
Oh, it worked.
Well.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, no, it's come through. With, but then look at it. No. Anyway. So I created new pull request. Things are still really weird. I mean, I don't know if I even actually merged that Pong step to develop. Yeah, it did that. That managed to get into develop. Yeah. So the GitHub status is now. Yeah. Yeah, I think we will. Okay.
What are we doing?
Well, Raul is saying you've got to wait on things to get back to normal, and I think he's right. Like, he can't push that stuff back out to production. You're right. Annoyingly, I merged like half the pull request. So the first of Pongs is on develop. I have a new PR, second half, that will need merging. It's showing up in the PR list, but it's 404. I guess it will get back to normal and can then be merged. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I should, there it is.
Saying you can merge it with Git, and just directly push
But
it.
no, here, see, like, it's only got one commit on it. Which one is it? 22 minutes ago. Yeah, no, and actually that's the one from the previous. That's the previous branch. So I think we just have to wait for it to settle down.
Brian Giraffe is saying you can.
I guess, yeah, no, he's right. Oh, yeah, I can.
It's just the website that's down.
Right, I've done that on LS before. I mean, so I guess what I could do there is, what I could take is, I could rebase the fix overflow into develop. And so then I could do git push -f develop. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Origin develop. Okay, no. Failed to push some refs to, cannot force push to, I can't force push it. Git pull, origin develop. Okay. Git push, origin develop.
Yeah, it's protected now.
So I can push to it. So anyway, okay, so that's now merged into develop. So
you could now merge it into staging.
I could move it along the production line, couldn't I? I was just going to check what it looks like
On develop.
On at least on my local machine with those things in place.
And
it
so
looks.
how would it work with develop? What's develop server?
Yeah, it's website one develop, like this. That may take some time to deploy, and I think we have Semaphore doing the deploys. So I think just pushing it, I guess Semaphore will still work.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Can also just push to Heroku yourself, but
yeah.
How do we see what's running on Semaphore?
We can go to the Semaphore. Yeah, I mean, I can just push it onto develop.
Yeah, it's on there.
You seeing it? You seeing it on there?
Yeah, I'm seeing the. I think I'm seeing part of it.
For me, it looks like the on develop. I mean, we may have loaded it at different times.
I think the font you made smaller though.
Yeah. Right. So that would imply that it's not. Yeah, it looks to me like it's not there yet.
It's not there yet.
No.
I thought you just pushed it to the. Oh.
Yes, but it's still in the process of deploying it.
Okay.
Okay. But I think, well, it's nice to see all these familiar faces at the top of the list, eh?
Kind of. Yeah. Did it? I guess it compiled now, or let me see.
The deploy has. Oh, it says failed to traverse parents of commit.
Oh, God.
Oh, good grief. Oh, GitHub. Come on. Yeah, I mean, that's
Painful. An unhandled low-level error occurred. The application logs may have details. Oh, and then it just came back. Now it looks like it's to the thing that we have.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, well, not for me. On website one develop?
That's what we had, right?
No, this.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
that's
this has got like your Pong thing,
oh,
but it hasn't got my additional change.
I don't know. Yeah. Probably, yeah, you're right.
And I think that part of the problem that we have there is this bloody what we've done. I squashed your Pong into develop, which has the process of changing the commit ID.
Yeah.
And yeah, just now it's like not happy. Oh, for crying out loud. Like if I look at the git hist here, it's got the Pong twice. And then we've got this.
Wow.
I mean, what we sort of want to do there is really, we need to do the force push to clean that up.
But it's protected.
But it's protected. But then that's controlled presumably through the GitHub interface.
Probably.
I mean, if I git checkout X overflow and we do git hist there, yeah, that's clean. Basically, that's what we want. We want that to, I mean, I can, in principle, I can kind of, in order to address our, what I could do is I could do git push origin. No, I don't know. I could do git push production, this branch, master.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a good idea?
Well, if we're concerned about immediately fixing the issue on production, I don't know. I guess it would be better to, I mean, maybe the sensible thing to do is to push that on to develop first and investigate. Like if we go to GitHub here, the website one, if we look at the settings about protected branches, here we go, protected branches. So we could take develop
off protection right now.
So, yeah, that's probably simpler. We can take protection off that. That's failed anyway. Okay, that's interesting. But so then what we could do here is git push. I mean, what I basically want to do here is I want to git push this. I want this to be developed. So if I git checkout develop, and I do git checkout -b develop broken, and then if I do git branch -d develop, and then if I do git checkout 1221 fix overflow, and then I do git checkout -b develop, and then I do git push -f origin develop, then hopefully, and right, is that because that oh, save changes, confirm password, okay. Okay, so I forced that update, and so I should be able to git push develop, yeah, develop master. Oh, that might need to be Control A. Okay, so then I can reprotect the branch, restrict, I don't think we had in here, 0, Hansaku. Okay. Require status chart, like, is that, how did he have the, can we see the settings for a different, what did he have it set up as staging? Yeah, that's what he had. Okay, I assume it's the same. So we can resave that. That's now, oh, what happened to that?
Really?
So here, git hist. Now the git thing there is fine. Error could not read like 9.2c, but that's not even in there. Those commits are not even in there. And then, well, they weren't even the previous ones. Good grief. That's still like that half-assed. So that's the specific to Heroku. It's got nothing to do with Git. Like, because I'm here.
Right.
We've got the Git hist there.
So is it something that's in Heroku?
What's going on there?
And that's,
I mean, I guess that's, oh, good grief. Heroku. Shallow clones. If a full clone and force push doesn't do the trick, you may need to reset your repo. Okay. Repo reset.
oh, not PG reset.
Oh, it's a plugin.
A lot of time consumed.
I mean, I guess the thing there is to leave. I mean, I guess if we can get it deployed to develop, then we maybe just leave it with. I mean, he's waiting for the semaphore build, move it to staging, and then production. I guess we probably shouldn't be in a hurry. Okay, let's just see at least if we can push it to develop and see it looking sensible on develop so that he's got something to move along. Yeah, what's GitHub still investigating issues? They've gone from orange to red.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, the interest.
Did it fail again?
No, not yet. It's still going. I'm just sort of trying to work out retrospectively, like how, what has happened to the. Like I would have. I guess that's maybe the way that the Heroku deploy works. Is that I guess that what had happened is we had we'd already deployed like a partial component, and then I would have thought that we would then if we were then if we didn't have the subsequent element, hey Raoul, that a force push would deal with it, but yeah, I'm just sort of surprised that force would work in that context.
Hey Raoul.
Hey Michael, how's it?
Okay.
All right, so develop this.
Well, yeah. So I think say hey Raoul. Sorry if I mean the GitHub status has gone red now. So I think we've now got basically. Oh, I'm just going to upvote this guy's. Yeah, basically this. My attempt to merge the pull request when GitHub was in flux caused like half the thing to get merged in rather than the full thing.
Right.
And then that got I think partially. So this now looks how it should do. We've adjusted the layout here so that the text is the icon's slightly larger, and so when people have both a location and a title and a what's it called, comma, then it looks sensible. So in principle, this could be moved on to
staging and production.
Staging and production now.
Okay.
I briefly took the branch detection for develop off. I'm just turning it back on now.
Okay.
But so there's now okay, right. And so the pull request has now gone away, basically because, who knows, yeah. So you were saying that you would then next look at the check on semaphore?
Because I'm just waiting for the deployment to pass there, then I can push it to staging.
Okay, here, you're waiting for this one to...
Yeah. Because the previous one failed. I don't know why.
That's just gone green there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now, I'm just out of interest. I mean, you're now doing the pushing to staging from the command line.
Yeah.
Did you want to share your screen and show us how you do it?
Sure. 1 second. Sharing screen. So I'm just gonna fetch the latest from upstream, and if there is any, and merge those to develop first. Okay, so I pull them all, upstream develop. Then, how is it all up to date?
Which branch are you in right now?
You're in develop.
I am on develop. Yeah. 17 minutes ago. Sweet.
Well, I think part of what it is it's probably also that the stuff, like I think it got like GitHub was in flux, so I think the commits were kind of in there but just not showing up. So from looking at that, although annoyingly Hangouts cuts off the top of your screen by showing me this green bar that says you are screen sharing and presenting to everyone, it looks like you've got the commits that you need there. Now I can see them.
I don't have them. Okay, so
hold on.
Wait.
Complete fix to members of items. Pong and then
Is it this one? And this
yeah,
one?
I think AEDPB is that yours?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean I think you've got like the Pong thing. I mean is that a single commit message or a multiple commit message?
So this is single commit. This is another one here.
Right.
And
yeah, so
here's another one. Yeah.
I mean, I think what we have, like if you go from the bottom, right? So we have that commit 16D9. That was where we were. Okay, and then see that first one that says Pong, and the commit after it. That was what we were working on. That was one set of commits. Then I think this next Pong up there, which is like 7082,
this is a merge.
That's actually not a merge. That's actually when I pulled the pull request in and I squashed and it only had one commit in it. It's basically I think that's identical to Michael's one that's commit 4BC below, but because of the squash and the weird Git thing, it's just in there as well. And then there's like a merge thing on top that was I basically had to pull another thing in. So it's a bit of a mess.
Now, the thing that surprised me was that if you look here, unless I had merged it before, where is that? So I did a fetch, and I could see that you force push to develop. Okay. And ultimately, if I merged, then I should have a change, but it was telling me that everything was already up to date. That's what confused me a bit.
Right, and I think that's because it's actually the same changes as what comes in the previous, like the merge thing is just like re-pulling in some of the same stuff that you may have had already.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go to staging then, and let's git merge develop does this. Okay. So are these the files that you didn't change? Projects SCSS, user SCSS, and that.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna push this to upstream.
Interesting. Yeah. So the way that you're doing it, it's creating merge commits at each stage.
Yeah.
Which is great for your will be great for your Agile Ventures Karma score.
But then, like, aren't you reading on the primary, branch?
When I do it on local support, recently what I do is I do a rebase from develop to staging.
So
that avoids the merge commit. I'm not saying that you should do that now. I'm just comparing. You know, they're both valid approaches.
Okay. All right. So when I push that, then it should kick off the board here. Oh goodness.
Yeah. So let's go and have a look here. Website 1 staging. Oh, it says like maybe it's already deployed. So if we look at staging members, Yeah, so that doesn't look deployed to the latest code yet. That, I guess, website 1 staging says 12th of July there. Are we on the 12th? No.
He just pushed the upstream, so he just pushed to the staging branch on GitHub.
Right.
So it's probably gonna fire off a semaphore build.
Eventually.
Yeah, it should in principle fire off a semaphore.
Well, I mean, I guess I should probably break there. It would be nice to see that get to the main site. I guess what the reason we're rushing to push this out, Raoul, is because it ends up looking a bit scrappy here. We do get a nice now, like, you know, like a non-trivial.
I'm not sure if now that with the status of GitHub now, if Semaphore is still able to pull things up, because it clearly shows that I pushed things to staging. Yeah. So I pushed the Angel Venture website 1 staging right now. So it should in principle kick off the build.
Right, and those things may, but that may take some amount of time, and who knows. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously because GitHub is let's see what there's. Yeah, GitHub status is still weird. I mean, so what we could do is just push that directly to. We could push that to staging manually.
We could push that to. We can move that to master manually and just deploy to Heroku. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we could do that just to get this, to fix this issue with the layout.
So I'm gonna move to master then and just push that to master.
もうバンバン。そうなの ?OK、じゃあ Wi-Fi リセットする。ちょっと待って。OK。ね、大丈夫よ。もうご飯できた？
もうちょっとみたい。
OK。
15分、20分ぐらい。
あ、本当 ?OK。じゃあWi-Fi 今リセットしてるよ。
Haha.
So
great. Now I get.
This is a protected branch, right, for Semaphore CI as expected.
Yeah. I guess we have to disable that because it's waiting for Semaphore to. Well, I mean, we could directly push those to Heroku without going through the.
Oh yeah, that's what that's what I was assuming that you were going to do there.
No, okay, so.
Yeah, you were trying to actually push it onto the thing. You could.
So Heroku production. So I'm just gonna git push to Heroku.
Yeah, I have mine, my remotes renamed to develop staging and production just for ease of use there. Yes. Interesting.
Okay, so I'm pushing it to production now.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for doing that. It seems interesting that Thomas and I end up having the highest scores. We didn't spend much time tweaking that at all, really, honest discussion. Right. Yeah, I guess I mean, there's an extent there to which, in terms of wanting a clean GitHub history, we would want it. Ideally, we would have squashed that Pong thing, but.
Well, I gain a karmic point for that.
Yeah, so it's clearly worth it in that sense.
How are you guys reading the points again?
So we just this is what we just the thing that you deployed already. So we've just added a couple of things. So previously the karma points were just these three. So how long you've been a member, your profile completeness, and your activity, like how many times you'd signed into the site. And we just added two quick things. So we've got this number of pairing sessions. So we've got a relatively non-invasive way of checking how many pairing sessions you start, how many Hangouts you started, where there was at least 2 participants.
Yeah.
And then we also have a quick way of counting all of the GitHub contributions.
Okay.
And we just sort of...
John's in 3rd place.
Yeah.
Okay, it was pushed now, so we should
cool.
have the latest.
So if we're lucky...
Yeah, I see it. John's in 3rd place, but he hasn't done a whole lot.
So one thing you need to take into consideration is that I think the way GitHub computes the contribution is based on the default branch of the repository.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely.
even if I make merge commits to website 1, it doesn't count as a contribution.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll have to change that. We'll see.
So only the direct commits that I make to develop will get counted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right. Well, we have something to show for our day's work, don't we, Michael? Thank you so much, Raoul.
Well, you're squashing all my commits, Sam.
Not intentionally, Michael.
Like I guess now if we're doing this,
more pull requests.
If we're doing this now, then squashing will kill that, because when we squash, it becomes one commit.
Yes.
It doesn't.
So it becomes down to the person who opens the pull request. So I clearly need to let you make a lot of pull requests, Michael. See, if you got set up with Hub, you could do it really fast from the command line. You could get it in there before me.
I mean, you already have twice my karmic goodness.
Well, it's all just a game, really, and it's not a reflection of any real karmic level.
I think the co-founder title probably.
Indeed.
Probably a few 100 points for that somewhere.
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, we can keep evolving it. I mean, I think the thing I'm pleased to is get something out, and then we can have some vigorous arguments about what people prefer for these things, and we could, faces at the top. I mean, the thing. I mean, we can maybe. I mean, I'm sort of having done this. I'm now tempted to and got that out of the way. Even with the CSS mucking about, we've kind of done it faster than I was imagining that we would be able to do so. I mean, all credit to the previous developers on website 1 for there was all the. It was basically just connecting up the wires to an extent to get that in there.
So you didn't like my time spent on.
Well, I mean, as I was saying, I think it was great for our understanding of the CSS. What I would love to have done is, other things being equal, I would have, invested that in this activity. See, that's interesting. It takes a very long time for my individual user page to happen.
I just showed it to John. He's like curious how that works.
Yeah.
We are going to work on a feature that exposes how you get karma points.
Yeah, so that would be here, as well as the contributions, we would show the calculation of the total. And as you were pointing out, Michael, I mean, reflecting that back to the user is a sort of critical user interface, user experience issue. I mean, I'm personally, I'm inspired by Code Wars.
John's cool. That's a great idea.
Mm.
I guess now it's gonna become a war against who gets the more points.
I'm sure.
Now all of a sudden, I feel the urge to contribute more, so that I just go up the.
we will see. I'm sure no one is that competitive. I was just going to find the bit of code for John to see how the karma calculator works. There we
See
go.
how that font looks weird
Which one?
on GitHub? That's not the normal one. I guess you didn't notice
John's
that.
just happy that he's in third.
You mean on the main user list page?
Like on the entire website, that's not the usual font they have there. On GitHub. I mean on GitHub.
Oh, you mean on GitHub? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Oh, yeah, they're having all sorts of problems. Okay, well, I better go and have supper. Cool. Well, we'll see. I mean, this is part of, what I'm, getting this out before I go away for, to Japan is hoping that, that's the wrong thing, is hoping that, in my, this will, serve as an incentive for everybody to get more involved over the course of the summer, and I'll come back to a raging furnace of a community. We'll see. All right. Good stuff. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks so much, Raul. I'll catch you guys on the morrow.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye for now.